Hey everyone. So you want this to be your year to grow a stronger team? Well, in today's video, you're going to learn the reasons why now is the time to recruit. I'm Gail Bates, and my goal on this channel is to share with you my systems and strategies using my planner tools and my years of experience in the field to help you have higher sales, get consistent bookings, and grow that strong team of business builders. And I'd love you to take a minute and subscribe to the channel. I really believe now is the best time of the year to recruit, the second quarter of the year. Recruiting is one of the secrets to growth in your direct sales business. And there are two reasons why I believe right now, this second quarter, is the best time. The first reason is March, April, May are months where people are really open to opportunity. I really love the saying, hope springs eternal, because spring is a time of year when we are bursting out of the cold into the warmth and really looking around for new things, new opportunities. You know, we've really come through a couple of tough years dealing with change and the COVID pandemic. And spring this year especially is a sign of new goals ahead. So spending time sharing an opportunity for people who want to maybe get out of debt or work from home or have flex hours in the second quarter of the year is really will help them achieve their goal by the end of the year. That's one of the reasons. And the second reason I believe this quarter of the year is a time to recruit strongly is because that's actually how I built my $1 million team. Our team was selling, but not recruiting very many people. So I set about and created a focused plan on growing new team members in this 90-day quarter. And if you're interested in learning more about that plan, you might want to take a minute and sign up for a 30-minute complimentary coaching session with me, and I can take a look at where you're at. But the results from that plan would actually tripled everything. And there are three strategic concepts of this plan that I wanted to share with you to help you recruit strong in this quarter. So the first is how to discover prospects. And we're going to look at that in this video. In my next video, we'll discuss how to connect with prospects in this quarter. And in the third video of this series, it's a 3-part series, we'll discuss closing prospects in this quarter. So buckle up. We're ready for a 3-video series of discover, connect, and close. So let's start with discovering prospects. And you might want to take some notes here because, in fact, I would love it if you would leave me a comment below. What is your biggest struggle in discovering prospects? Because right now I want to share with you 3 ways that I was very successful at discovering new recruits. And this is actually what I teach my coaching clients, because when you understand this concept, it's going to help you realize that there actually are people everywhere who are looking for an opportunity. If it's the right fit for them, that is the key. The number one way to discover someone who's looking for an opportunity is build friendships. Wow, what a concept. Yes, build friendships with customers, with hostesses, with new people you meet. You build friendships with every guest at your parties, because the only way to discover a prospect is to get to know her, have conversations with her, and build a friendship. So what does building a friendship mean? Well, do you meet someone and smile and say hello and go no further? Well, what I learned was building friendships with people opened up conversations that actually led to so much business. So I got really good at building conversations to grow those friendships. It's not just about meet and greet and go no further. You want to get to asking questions, get to know more about this person. You want to discover, right, if there is a fit for your opportunity. Find out where they live, where they work, how many kids they have, what's their favorite color? What's their favorite movie? What you're actually looking for is a commonality between you and her, because this is what really builds a friendship. And the second way to discover prospects is to build friendships at your parties. And many times I ask my coaching clients to share with me the results of their latest party. And they tell me the sales were so much they did or did not get a booking, and there was nobody there to recruit. So I'm here to tell you that there are prospects for recruiting at every party. You just have to discover them by building a friendship. So when I ask you to share with me the results of your last party, And I'd love you to do that in the comments below. Tell me about your hostess. Tell me about your guests. Tell me how much each guest bought, who booked, and why did they book? And tell me something you learned about each one of your guests. You know, in the dictionary, the word discover is finding someone unexpectedly in the course of a search. And that's what you are searching for. Finding people who are interested in learning more about your opportunity. Now, there are some tools to use, and one fantastic tools we use, and I highly recommend this, is using a Google Doc form as a check-in form where we ask specific questions. And I did a whole video on this. I'm going to link that video below because you're going to learn the questions that are really the vital questions to discovering prospects from that video. Now, one way I love to get to know my guests at my parties was to be early at my party to chat with the hostess about her guests, find out a little bit about them. And that's when I greet each guest at the door. I'd be the greeter. So I'd start the conversation and say, "Oh, hi, Mary, you're Susie's neighbor. It's really great to meet you." Or, "Hi, Jane, I understand you work with Susie." So I knew a little bit about them. And as the party proceeded, I really asked more questions and got to know a lot more about them. It's really important because that's how I started building friendships to find and discover my prospects. So the same applies to an online party. You could just build the friendship online in Messenger and ask lots of questions. Just start there in building the friendship. But I am here to tell you that there are prospects for recruiting at every party if you take the time to build friendships. And lastly, I want to talk about building friendships, networking, because it was one of my greatest strengths in recruiting. The second quarter months are a perfect time to join groups and expand your network. Most of my personal recruits came from meeting people at networking groups simply because I built friendships with them. I must have recruited 10 people from my Chamber of Commerce meetings where I met them because I love a Chamber of Commerce. They offer networking every week. They offer after hours events, businesswomen lunches, planned speaking events, all kinds of events. And I really got to know a lot of people. And if I didn't recruit them, they referred people to me. So I want you to be open to joining groups and meeting new people and building friendships to discover if people are looking for your opportunity. So let's do a little recap here. The number one way to discover prospects, build friendships. The number two way to discover prospects is build friendships at parties. And the number three way to discover prospects is to build friendships networking. Once you get into the habit of knowing how to ask questions and really get to know people and build a friendship, the whole discover process will open the door to you in having success in recruiting. And now in the second quarter, is that time. So I'll see you on my next video where we'll discuss sharing your opportunity. And sharing your opportunity is where we're actually going to talk a little bit more about what you say and how you present your opportunity. So if you have time, again, I'd love you to subscribe and just comment below. What is your biggest struggle in discovering prospects? I'll see you on the next video.